Well, hello there. Welcome back to a new day on the Desert Merge development stream. Today you'll see a couple of different things. First of all, you'll see that the tablet frame is no longer in the stream. That's because right now I'm in my desktop PC. And also I am streaming using Linux. So yeah, a couple of things could change here and there. And well, I'm on my desktop today because first I think I have already proven that you can develop a whole game in an Android device. But also it's because I need to hold the improvement of the game, the new functions and new power-ups and so on and so forth, because I need to address the coding of the game. The coding is not well done, it's not well designed, and it's giving me some problems that I need to fix. So today I will try to refactor almost everything in the game. So I will try to optimize the way the game is coded. So I will move things around here and there to create more like a composition based development rather than just dumping everything into a script as I have been doing since the beginning of this development. So yeah. So you will see mostly code in this stream. Don't be afraid of code. Code is needed to make things happen. So yeah, even if you like to use some kind of visual scripting or so on and so forth to make a game, behind that there is code. So yeah, everything is code. Don't be afraid of that. It's okay. So yeah, so let's start. So last time I was trying to make the new icon that I don't see in there. Oh yeah, because I have already placed. Okay, so I was trying to make this whole icon again, but well, things got messy. Things got messy because I needed to change how I was getting the data from the objects in the screen, and that became a major bug that it's just not going to work anymore. So yeah, there are a couple of things that are not entirely okay, and this is a problem. As you can see, it seems that there is nothing working anymore. So, well, it is working, but it doesn't work correctly the whole time. So that's why I need, there you have it. So now we have here an error, and that's because there is a mismatch. There was a mismatch in the data of the files, and yeah, that's not okay, and that's just, it's a bug that is not going to work. So for now, let's address this bug first, and then let's keep going from there. So first of all, let me check my game. So everything is happening here because the array that we get has a null. So yeah, so there is something that is not entirely okay there. So if I go here, I can see that, but that it's not because it hasn't been spawned. This is not the root cause. The root cause comes before that. So yeah, so we have the check if completed, and we have also the spawn new item. And in here there is a couple of things that are not okay, it seems. But before that we had the merge item that calls for the item deleted, and it uses the item properties, and I will change that because that's, I think that is the, I think that's the root cause of the thing, because we are sending item properties, but then we need the whole merge item, and that is not working in any stretch of the imagination. So you'll see that I am faster because I am in a desktop environment. So yeah, that's way faster rather than using the tablet. But yeah, so let's go to the ready function where I use the item deleted signal, and it's on item deleted here. So here we need a merge item properties, and then we try to find the item by its name. And well, this is a mess. This is a mess. I could use just this merge item and just use something like instead of this, I could use let me just comment this. So, and also I will comment this, and I could do something like if current spawned items dot has, and it has my item deleted, then we can use the erase function of the array and use that, and I will use this just to check. I added this last time, so let's put a breakpoint there. Also, I need to change the merge item where we are no longer sending the item properties, we're sending the body, and here we're sending self before. So this could be bad. This could be bad. Okay, this could be bad because this could just send that and then remove everything, and that could make our nulls inside the array. So yeah, that could be very bad. But let's check if everything is working correctly. So yeah. By the way, can you confirm if you can hear me okay, that the sound quality is okay, that you can hear me, that the mic is going well? That would be very much appreciated. So yeah, okay, so let's test this. I got my game here, so let's try to make the same. So we have here now the breakpoint on item deleted. So we have our locals. I can, let me see if I can just move this. By the way, also please confirm that you can see this okay, that you can see my screen correctly. So let's look for the current spawn items. So now we have an array size 2, so we can see in the game view that we have 2 strawberries. So that should reflect here. So now we have a strawberry and a macaron. So yeah, we have that there, and I would love to have that here. So let's keep going. I think it's F12, so let me go down a bit. So F12, So we have a new item that is also a strawberry, and let's see what happens. So it has the item, and we call the erase because we call the erase already on the var. So yeah, that is okay. So let's go to the current spawn items. It just has one, that is a macaron. So yeah, for now that is working as expected. Let me check real quick. So yeah, that is working as expected. Let's keep going here. So I do check that. That seems still to be okay. Here we have the same. So I will do an F12 just to check the current spawn items. That is a strawberry and a macaron. Right now is just 2 strawberries because we still don't see the change. But once I go and do F12 again, this is the second item, and that's the other strawberry. So now we will remove the second strawberry, and it should be just a macaron in the as we can see, this is the macaron. Okay, so yeah, this is working as expected. So we need a cookie. So now let's check before. Now we have 4 objects and here just 3. Okay, so what we have here, we have a macaron, a strawberry, another strawberry, and the macaron. This is the new macaron. It's still orphan, so yeah. So right now then we use that and we check again, and we have the macaron, a strawberry, and a macaron. So yeah, this is working. Okay, another one, I don't know why. So what's the item to remove? A strawberry again. Okay, that's unexpected. So we have macaron, the strawberry, and the other. Okay, now yeah, this seems to be okay. So now we have only 2 macarons. You can see that, the mark in there. So let's go in that way so you can see that. So yeah, and okay, this is unexpected. Why? What are you telling me? Okay, because the physics has made them collide. So everything seems to work okay. We have the 2 macarons there, and it becomes the cookie. Let's click on that also, and let's try. Okay, I will remove the items for now, the breakpoints, because I want to check for that collision happening. So to everything to see if it's working okay. So this seems to be working okay. I can delete that already. Let's check if that is okay. So let's try to create a s'mores. So there should be working okay. All right, so let me put again the breakpoint there because I want to see how my current spawn items are. So there are 5, and now we already know that that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the new one that is not still spawned. But yeah, so we have a cookies, yeah, a macaron, yes, a strawberry, yes, another strawberry, yes, and a macaron, and we're going to delete a strawberry. So it seems to be working correctly. So let's keep going there to see if I have already to see have already solved the bug. It should be an easy bug to solve, but well, sometimes we can think that the bug is resolved, and then because we have tried just a couple of times, and then when the players play our game, we have complaints that the game is no longer working correctly. So I think that's okay. Usually I am able to reproduce the bug easily. So yeah, it doesn't seem to be happening. By the way, I need to change that. And also I would love to see that everything seems to be okay. This is just the placeholder for everything. And as you can see, everything has gone. So, well, this is kinda working, but it's not entirely working. So yeah, okay. So let's clean everything here. So let me just remove every single old code that we have in there, and let's start check. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. This is okay to have. That's no code. This I will. Nah, I don't need that anymore. Let me just remove this line because I want to group things by the. So here. Okay, now that's useful. Everything seems to be useful in this part. So let's save this. My main menu, it's okay. My merge item, just let's clean that a bit. This has so much that it's not okay anymore. So yeah, yeah, we don't need that. This will change. I want to change that like a lot. So yeah, just it is going just for the infinite loop global setting for that. Yeah, that's we don't need that anymore. So yeah, let's see. Okay, this looks all right. Let's go to the objective, and that looks all right already. Okay, so first things first. Yeah. Well, first thing first, let's go for the easy. Well, it's easy and also it's tedious, and it's fixing the items. This is not okay. It's not well done by any stretch of the imagination. So I may be going to redo everything in there. So at least we have just a couple of them. So let's go to my merge item scene. Okay, it's this one here. It has the visual cue. It has the collision checker. The shelf behavior shouldn't be here in the merge item. Okay, so by the way, let me check. All right, okay, so let's create a new folder here. Call it items, and I will move them once I have done them correctly. So because for now this is a mess. This is not okay. This is a mess. Okay, why is left play limit there in every single? It has no point to be there. Okay, and the impulse force, yeah, it will change. I don't know if I want that to be there. And this I will leave that. But yeah, it's not entirely okay. So let's go first for the left play limit and right play limit, because this shouldn't be here. So let's open the merge item. So we have this from here. So this shouldn't be here at all. That's not okay. This should be a constant, because this is not changing by item base. So let me check if we have some kind of constants in the globals. We have the scene manager and DM signals. So we do not have that. So the DM signals and scene manager. So let's create a new script and just call it DM constants. Create that extends node, that's okay. Class name is DM constants, and we use a const. Let me just copy this and put that in here, and we just change that for const left play. This is not okay anymore, so this is an int and const right play. I think it's not an int, I think it's a float. So let me check real quick. So now we have this. I think this could be a constant. So vector 2. No, a constant, no, and well, it is an integer. Yeah, we'll use that as an integer. So yeah, let's leave that there. So so we have DM constants here. Let's save that. It's an integer. So let's go to project settings, globals, add new script here. I call DM constants. So that node name, the well, yeah, because this will differentiate from one to another. So yeah, so add that, and we can use now, instead of the merge item, instead of left play limit, it will be DM constants dot left play limit, and here will be DM constant does that. So here is a vector 2. Let's put that, let's type that vector 2, and I think this is a float, a floating point coordinates. Yeah, so let's change that in my DM constants to a float, because we want to have the same. That's why. So this is why we need a typed. We need to type our variables and constants, because now we don't have a mismatch. We already know that this is a float, and we will use that. So so the get width also, I think that's a float. So let me see, property and get width. Can I? Yeah, it's a texture, and texture has a get width. Yeah, and it returns an integer. So this is an integer. Let's put that. Okay, so now we have our left limit. Oh, okay, yeah, we have that here. And okay, so the thing is that we don't know anymore what this is. So left limit should be an integer because I'm using everything as an integer. But I use that as a float. And we will see if that's okay. Okay, so now we have, why is this warning here? Integer division decimal part will be discarded. Yeah, okay, so this is an integer, everything is an integer, so let's use that as an int there. So that there, and we use the constants, change that to integer also. And let's see if that is complaining still. Yeah, no, it's not complaining at all. So, well, it is complaining. So let's go back to the float, and we'll use that the decimal part. So yeah, we don't need the decimal part there, but yeah, we use that 2.0 and 2.0, so it's okay. Now it will, I think it will still complain about this, but let's just use there, and there. Okay, so this is the first part here. I think it's okay. Okay, I think we need to change the input here to have an input component, and also a couple of different things here. So we have the shelf behavior, and I do not know why we're using just that there that way. And well, so have shell behavior, and that's not okay. This is not okay, but well, let's do that already by using and also this collision checker. We type that. This is not okay at all. So this is a collision checker. This is shell behavior. Item sprite is a sprite 2D. Okay, this type sprite 2D. So let's do that. Sprite 2D. The visual cue is also a sprite 2D, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So sprite 2D. Let's do that. And also the collision checker should be accessed as a unique name, and thus instead of the collision checker here is that, and we'll do the same in there, and we can use something like this and just move that here, and we don't need any more that. Okay, let me see. Yeah, well, we need to use that there. If it's not null, then initialize. And just to check the initializing. Okay. So we have the fall. And where is the fall called? So here we just have that. Okay, on timer timeout, we have the timer set to shake. Okay, so set to shake. We have that, and it's shaking. This has no point at all. Well, yeah, because it's shaking for that point. Okay. So set to shake, it puts it shaking, and there we go. So also we're just going to find in files. Let's search for this set to shake. So in shelf behavior and also in merge items, we have the item unlock and shelf behavior set to shake. Okay, so what we'll do if shelf behavior, so I have been doing this okay. So if shelf behavior is null, just return, and if not, just set to shake. Okay, but this is not going to be here. This shouldn't be here. Okay, so well, yeah, we need to everywhere we can use the shake behavior, the shelf behavior. We need to check if it's null. Okay, so that's okay, and we will remove this from here. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay because we'll add the shelf behavior only in the shelf items. So we will be able to just have only the thing we need, because an item that is being launched don't need a shelf behavior. Only the items that are in the shelves. So yeah, so that's one way, and let's use a, let's see. So we have the apply texture, apply scale. That's okay. Cal bounce, it's okay. But this is not okay. Well, the actions enable, it's okay. This is all right. This is all right also. But the input, this I don't think it should be here. So let's create a new component, and we will call it input component. So merge item input component. For now, it will have this name. Let's save that in our scenes. Let's create a new folder called components. Okay, merge item input component, it will be there. I will also move the shelf behavior to the components in here. Yes, I want to move that. And let's remove the brownie from there. So yeah, and we need to do now is create a new script, and it should be in the scripts folder. So let's create that. Extends node, a class name. Class name. Beam? No. Okay, come on. Name. Will be merge item input component. And we will have a couple of variables, I think. So what we will need, the action pressed and action release. So, and also the position. So we need tap position. And I think this we could just move that. And okay. So we need this will check the tab pressed at tab released. So let's go there and use a var tab pressed. It's a boolean and it's false. And also var tab released. It's also a boolean and it's false. And let's use a new function called tick. I think we don't need the delta because we don't use it. So yeah, we don't need the delta. So, but we will put that just for future because maybe we need that. So let's use delta and it's a float. And we will use, let's check, let's copy this. Well, for now, I will copy this. And paste that on my merge item input. Okay. Don't worry about this. Well, maybe we can worry about this because I don't know why it's complaining. Okay, so I need to also I need a var tab position. That will be a vector 2. And it will be vector 2 dot 0. Okay. So I could use a get parent because I know. Okay, so why it's not? Canvas item for the get global mouse position. So I can't use this. Okay, then we just But this is not a canvas item, it's a merge item. Get global mouse position. I can use that in here, but I cannot use that in my... Why not? Well, because the value doesn't have a set type. What? Cannot infer the type of tab position. Well, I cannot, maybe I don't need to use this. Function get global not found on base self. Okay, this should be a vector 2. We can use a get parent. Well, let's use a var parent and it will be a merge item, and in the ready function it will be parent equals get parent, and we will use a parent dot get global mouse position. So if also well, I suppose that will work. Check if apply actions. Okay, so this action pressed on tab will use a chap rest will be true. Check if apply actions. Let me see. Do we have a constants? I do already. Where? Oh, we have constants. Okay. So I don't need the. What do I have the constants? Because I use. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Okay, alright. So I don't need the DM constants. I just need this here. And do that in there. And it is also a float. And use a 0.0 and 0.0. So yeah, let's remove, close that, scripts, DM constants, just delete this. Okay, so now I have somewhere a DM constants that is no longer working. DM constants, so yeah, it's only constants. And I would remove this project settings, the DM constants. I need to remove them. Okay, so let's save that. So now everything is again. So okay. I don't know if I need the check to check that here for now. Check if apply actions is here, so it uses the position. I don't think we need to do that in here. We just need to do that. So okay. Yeah, we don't need to do that already. So tab position, it will be a vector 2 also. And we need to do that nonetheless. So we should use the parent dot and also tab release. Will be true. And just, I don't think I need that. So that and every single tick will use a tab pressed is false and tab release is also false. So this will say that this declared but never used. Yeah, and that's okay because I just need to do this and remove the declaration and just reassign. Okay, so let's go back to merge item. Now we need to add this merge item input component. Will access as a unique name. The merge item will have. Okay, let's create a region about the components. So region. Components and region. Not componentes, but components. And we will use this. Well, those are not components, so they don't need to be here. These need to be here. So collision checker, let's use that here. On the on ready. Var input component. It's a merge item input component, and it's just this thing here. Okay, so now in here where we have the physics process, instead of if input, so we will have the if input component is not null, we use if input component dot chaprest. We have var that position as a vector2, and it's input component dot tab position, and then we will use this kind of things here. And these ones are moved in there. Should be better, but well. So that's not in here, that should be in there, and we use the input component dot tab released, and then use something like that and grab this one and grab that one, and we are going to put that in a different function. So let's do that. So function manage input, and it returns nothing. So we do that, and let's move that in there, and we just use a manage input. Also, we need to use the input component dot tick, and we pass delta, and then we manage the input. Okay. So that's one way. To like try to be better at this. And now I need to have different things. So let me grab a notepad, well, the Linux equivalent notepad in here, because now I need to put that better. And yeah, this will be a little nightmare. So my brownie is no longer okay with that, so we need to put that. So we need as the, let's see, as the items won't change a lot, we need to so the best thing to do is the inheritance, and this is not done correctly because we have the brownie, it's not inheriting anything, but the cheesecake is, and yeah, this is not okay. So we have here the collision checker, the merge item input component, and so on, by the way, let me check the collision component. Yeah, it's mostly okay. But yeah, so we need to standardize everything. So let me check, let me grab my let me see where I can put that in. So I need to dock this in my other monitor just to be able to do that in here and there. I need to know this kind of commands for Linux. There we go. Here. Okay. So my brownie. Yeah, you won't see this, but that's okay. We have an impulse force of 900 and mass of 0.6 kilograms. Lima. And the offset scale of 2.0. So offset scale 2.0. The mass is 6 kilograms. That I think there was something else. I think here. No constant force, no deactivation, no mass distribution, no. The dampening is 1.5. So let's go to my merge item, see that. So this is 0 on the gravity scale. So let's up this to 100 contacts. The mass should be, well, it's okay. The dampening is okay. I think the brownie was already okay with that. Collision object, collisions, we don't need that. Pickable, I think we need to have that as pickable, right? Or did we? I can't remember. No, I don't know. I don't know right now. Let me see if I have finding files. Pickable. Yeah. Here in the ready. So instead of this, I can do here. Well, this is okay. By the way, I need to do an if collision checker is not null. Use this. Okay. What else? So we have that. Offset the scale. Apply offset the scale. Okay, let me see. Actions enable. I think I will be better by... Can I copy everything here? No, I don't think so. Nah. Alright, so... I can search through. Outline is false. Offset scale, apply offset scale. I think I would be doing better by just, you know, why it's not working? Oh, I can. Do this. Okay, somehow I cannot. I can do that. So now I have my. Okay, I don't know if you are watching this while I'm just getting screenshots of everything because I need to remake this thing. So, okay, let's go back to 2D. Let's go to the merge item here, and let's create a new inherited instance. This will be the brownie. Yeah, this will be the brownie. So what I did to the brownie, I changed the sprite to the. I changed that. Okay, all right. So this is the brownie. The sprite to the. I will change that for a quick load to the brownie. Let's go there. A sec. Okay, so now we go here. Let's put everything in there. What is this? I don't know how it was. I suppose it was okay. Okay, so let's add a polygon, collision polygon 2D. I think I could copy this and paste it. Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's copy and paste. It's okay. So my brownie now, its impulse force should be 900, actance enable, yes, offset scale, collision shape. Let's assign my collision polygon to the mass is 0.6, physics material is empty, and max contacts is okay, 1.5, 1.5, and the rest is okay. So now I can save this as a brownie, but instead in components, I will do it in items. Okay, so I have my brownie there, and I can remove this one, I think. So, okay, I have my brownie. Did there be anything change? I don't think so. Let's save that. So yeah. Okay, so now I can go to my brownie scene and remove that. Okay, because I need my items in there. Okay, so let's keep going. Maybe there are some of them that are just okay. For example, the cheesecake is already here, so I have the collision checker and merge item input component. So this seems to be okay. The collision polygon is okay. Yeah, that was all right. So yeah, I don't know why it's there. Okay, could use that there. So yeah, so we have the collision shape, the collision polygon, so everything is okay. So this is okay, but we will move that to our items. Yes. Yeah, don't worry about that. But should worry about that. not everything that seems okay. This is going to, yeah, some parts of here will be. I just need to remove everything in here. I will redo this. Just let me know which connection does it has. What? With the tiramisu has an input event. On input event. Oh. But this should have it already also. Because here. Because of this. Alright. So the okay. Everything should go. Everything should go. There is no point. All right. Also, then I should have this brownie to have the signal made, but I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what I did. It wasn't okay. But well, okay. Let's keep going. So the cinnamon roll is also here. Has everything okay? All right. Then put the cinnamon roll in my items here. Okay, so game should be doing weird things for now, but that's okay. Collision checker, you should be on a component. Will this break everything if I use the collision checker and move that? Can I? Yes. Okay, so you're getting the collision checker the same way. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, let's do. Okay, so the cookies are not okay. Okay, I can compare. I don't need to create the screenshots for everything. I can compare and paste, and so yeah. Okay, let's keep going. We need to create a new one from the merge item. Where are you? Merge item here. So, new inherited scene. And this seems to... Okay, so cookies 450. Actions on, off, 2. The collision shape, let's add that. So copy that and paste it here. So have the collision shape there. And we need to change the sprite 2D for cookies. Sorry. Oh, my nose itches. So yeah. Okay, 450. The mass should be 0.3. And everything should be the same. Okay. Okay, alright. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, I need to change a couple of things. So, the brownie, you do not belong here. Quick load. Brownie. So, yeah. What just happened? Brownie. Yeah, there we go. You do belong there. and everything should be okay. Okay. The cheesecake should be okay. Oh, I did. This is what I did. This is not the brownie. This is for the cookies. Yeah. The cheesecake should be all right. It is. The cinnamon roll should also be all right. Yeah. Okay. So that should be. This should be called cookies. And let's save that in my items as cookies. So I can remove this one. And this is, don't save, yes, remove that. So my cookies are still working correctly. So everything is okay. The default item, should I? I suppose I need to. So yeah, let's create a new from the merge item, new heritage scene. Let's call it default item. Let's copy the collision shape and let's paste that in there. Also here, well, the default is okay, and here should be default everything. So okay, save that. Oh, sorry. Default item, save that. Okay. Let me check the stream real quick to see if everything is going all right. Yeah. So we have the default item. Everything seems to be okay. The collision shape is not okay. Let's assign that. And let me check again my items to see that everything is okay. Yes, the cinnamon roll should be okay. I think the cookies are not okay yet. Yeah, we need to assign the collision shape. And the default item also has the collision shape. Okay. So yeah, this is gone. Default item is gone. So I have the donut. The donut also needs to be created again. So yeah, merge item, new heritage scene. We'll call it donut. Let's copy the collision shape directly and paste that. So this is all right. The sprite 2D, let's change that. There's the donut, so we can now see that it's okay. Now we change this one. Quick load a donut and assign the collision shape. Let's change everything we need. 750 on, off, on 2.0, mass 0.5, and I think the rest should be all right. And I think the offset scale was for the shelf items, so there's something that won't be all right. So okay, so save that to the donut. This can be deleted. So let me check real quick because I think I'm going to regret this. So local changes, the game scene. I had this thing. Okay, I will need to check a couple of things there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's a problem for later. So my donut seems to be okay. Okay. So the offset scale will be used for the shelf items, and I totally forgot about that. So, well, it's okay. All right, then there. Okay. So this is okay. You're no longer needed. So don't save that. The donut seems to be all right. Okay, so what we have next? The eclair should be okay. All right, so you are okay. Okay, let's move you there. My game, that's not the key lime pie should be already okay also. So we have our regions and everything. Okay, so yeah, so key lime pie, you're moved to items. All right. Okay, so the merge item, I don't know if that should be moved. I will move that for now. Pudding. Okay, pudding also should be okay. Yeah, we have the merge items and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's okay. Let's move that. What else? The s'mores. This is not okay, so we need to create a new one. So new inherit scene. Let's call it s'mores. Let's copy the collision polygon. And paste that in here. Should be okay. For the sprite 2D, do the quick load. Look for the s'mores. Everything is okay. And this is alright. The collision shape should be added. And this is not alright because we need a quick load for the s'mores. The impulse is 600. The mass is 0.4. And the rest should be done already. So yeah, save that. That's okay. Remove that from here. And also we have the strawberry that we need to redo. New heritage scene. Let's change that to strawberry. Let's change the default also for the strawberry. Let's copy and paste and change the sprite. Where are you, strawberry? Chocolate covered strawberry. Let's check that everything is okay. It is. All right. And let's change everything in the properties. So 150. That's okay. Assign the collision polygon. Mass is 0.1. And the rest should be okay. All right. So let's save that in there. Let's remove that from here. Don't save. And then we have the tiramisu that is already done. Perfect. Okay. So then let's move the tiramisu where it belongs. Here. Okay. So now we have remade everything. Should be working. I will need to test that. Also, I think I need to... Let's try if I can... No, I can undo this, right? Okay. So here I will need to have the unlockable items again. So let's just start adding them. I think I can do something like... Oh, no, something is missing. The macaron is missing. So yeah, merge item, new heritage scene, let's call it macaron. Copy and paste the collision. Change the sprite. Let's check if that's okay. It is. Let's change that for the macaron. Just give me a quick second. Because I need to be monitoring my phone. Because I will need to check one thing in a couple of minutes. So yeah. So okay. Let's keep going. 300. Let's assign the collision shape to D. What else? I think mass 0.2. Somehow this key is not working correctly. Okay. And that should be it. Let's save that. There's a macaron there. Let's remove this macaron here. And let me check again. We have game over, main menu, merge item, objective, auto bounce, pause, scene manager, score system. So yeah. Okay. This I don't need you anymore. I don't need you either. So now I need to redo everything here in the unlockable items. So let's go. Okay, I have a problem that I do not remember anymore what the order was, but it's okay. So first was the macaron, and I will put the macaron inside the unlockable items. I think I will need to check this. Okay, so give me a quick second. I'll be right back just in a minute. And I'm back. Okay, so let's keep going with this. Let me check. I think I put something like there. Okay, let me. No, I want that. I don't want that. So no, it won't let me. There. I think there. By the way, I think that's too small, so it should be, I think, a scale of 2 maybe? Oh no. No, 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 no. No. I think that was okay. Well, if I do that, it's no point. So let me check real quick how it was looking at my phone. So yeah, it needs to be a little bigger, but I don't remember that 2 is too much. So 1.2 maybe. There. I think it was like something like there. So 1.2. I think I need to use align texture, apply offset 1.2. Let me check real quick. Not there, not there. Okay, yeah. No, I know you're complaining about that. Don't worry about this. Just keep going. I just want to check. Oh, it was so a little bit down, but I think that was the correct. Okay. So I think. What are you complaining about? Oh yeah, I know. So I think that is okay. Put one down. Let me check again. Yeah, I know. Let's keep going. Yeah. Yeah, well, let me do one thing real quick. So let's save here. Just a minute. Let me check one thing real quick. That's not what I want. I want that to be closed. And let's see. Let me grab a. Oh no, I know what I can do. I already know what I can do. Okay. So let's go back there and there. Okay, let's grab my tablet and see what the configuration was. Meanwhile, I will add every single. I will add the items and then I will position them as expected. So from the macaron we had the cookies also in here, and the cookies go there. Then we have the s'mores in there. Oh, can do that. Nice. All right. What else? The donut was there. A brownie was next. The tiramisu was next. And that's the whole bottom. Then we got the eclair. Okay, the pudding. Okay. And the cheesecake. The key lime pie. And the cinnamon roll. So let's grab my tablet. Let me get my tablet in here somewhere. Okay, so let me move around a couple of things. All right, so let's grab the Godot, open Godot, open the last version. I could do that by using Git, but I don't want to bother you guys while I am just changing the commits and so on and so forth. So yeah, not worth it. So let's check the unlockable items. So the macaron was on here is 1.25. Actions not enabled. The rest is enabled. All right, and the collision should be on 2. Collision is on 2. And that should be it. Also, we need to add to the child to the macaron, and that would be. So here we will add the shelf behavior. So the macaron now has this shell behavior. We could use, okay, let me do that different. So if I do the editable children, here I could remove this. Oh, cannot remove them. Okay, well, I can just use that, use self behavior. Should be okay. I can use a access as unique name, I suppose. And can do the, I don't think I need to do that. So it's never children, that's okay. So yeah. So for the cookies, let me see if I can do the same. Okay. Well, I don't know if okay. Okay. That could be a little bit concerning. So let's do the dollar shell behavior. and we will see if that is working as expected. Okay. Shouldn't be an issue. Because everything is self-contained. I think it's better to have it like a unique name, but I don't think that's going to matter. Shouldn't. So yeah, okay. That's it. Okay, so the macaron, as I said, I don't know, wait, keep that. So the macaron, as I said, it's placed correctly. By the way, let's do that with the rest on the collision. Let's use the number 2. And then we go, can enable this and this. And so that should be. So the cookies. Oh, by the way, the position of the macaron. I need to also check that. So the position of the macaron is 80. That was okay. By 401, almost. Okay. So let's go by the cookies. So the cookies should be in here, and it's 1.25 also. The collision is already done. The position is 160 by 401. Everything is in 401, I think. I don't fully remember, but should be. So yeah, now these more should be the same. And this is on 125 also. And the position should be 401 in here. And if I'm not wrong, this is 244. Oh, the position here is 400. Okay. That's okay. So yeah, let's go to the donut. The donut is also 125 in here. And the position should be 2, and this was okay. Okay, just on point. Nice. Let's go to the brownie. And the brownie is also 125 here. And the position is 416 and 404. Position not found. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is also on 125. And the position, so the collision is okay. Yes, it is. So the position is 499 and 402. Okay, let's go to the eclair. The eclair is on 1.5. And then the position is almost 89 here and 315. That's okay. That's on point. So the pudding was 125 also. And this transform is 185 and off by a pixel. Alright, let's go to the cheesecake. Cheesecake is 1.5. And the position by a pixel, and this was way off. 311, so that's okay. For the key lime pie is 1.5, and the position is, let me check. $391, way off. $391 by 310. So that's all right there. And the cinnamon roll. Okay, for the cinnamon roll, the offset is 2. And the position is 486 and 304. So that should be it. Okay. That should be it. So let's save. Okay. And this should be everything there. But not everything that we need to. So we just need to change this. And we do something different. Instead of the default item being the res resources and so on and so forth, I think I need to copy the UID and we can paste the UID. What? Okay, no, I cannot do that in there. Okay. Well, yes, I can do that, but not in here. So I need to go to the resources and use the strawberry resource, copy UID. And I can use this UID because if I move this somewhere else, I don't need to update this because the UID is the same. But if I do what I did that where I was changing everything here, so yeah, there I would need to update everything for each item, a new item that I made. So yeah, so let's do that for the items here. So I have the strawberry. Let's copy the UID. By the way, it's Ctrl-Shift-C. And so we'll do a macaron, for example. I think it's faster to use the mouse here because I have to select that. I still need to select the item, so yeah, I just use a right click and copy that immediately. So for the s'mores, copy UID, paste that in here. Let's go to the donut, paste that, brownie, Paste that in here. Tiramisu. So this, as I said, is way better to do that. It will. Sorry, I was missing. My brain stopped braining for a moment. So, yeah. So in the future, this will prevent things like this whole refactor thing. So yeah. So copy the UID. Paste that in here. Let's go for the cheesecake. The key lime pie. And the cinnamon roll. So, in theory, this should be working. No, but I need something else. Why did not... Okay, shelf items. I need to... Oh, I need to create everything. Okay. So let's go here and use a... Let's put a key macaron and assign that to the macaron. Next one, cookies. Also, I need to remember to use lowercase. So, yeah, you're not okay. Oh, I don't know if you're okay. Yeah, you're okay. S'mores. Luckily, I can use that easy. And there are no... So if there were like lots and lots of items, I would do a function just to get the unlockable items children. But yeah, for now it's okay. So the brownie, tiramisu, the eclair, this is the pudding, the cheesecake, the key lime pie, and the cinnamon roll. Okay, so we have that, and we need to use this and this. So yeah, should be there. So let's try it real quick, see what is failing. Okay, this looks all right. Let's go to the debugger and see if there is any... Yeah, it's there's an error. Node not found shelf behavior relative to root game strawberry. Should be all right, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, It didn't fall. Why? Why you not falling? So it did. Okay. Okay, let's see. So okay, let's see. Merge item. So this is not working, but I can just do that. So I can just fix that real quick. But I am. So let me check if we go from here and also here. So let me check real quick. So this is getting. Which object is this? So which is this object? Self. Let's go to the remotes. Okay, so it's this one. That's okay. So this one is cookies, so that's okay. Yeah, the s'mores. Yeah, so it seems to be working, so yeah. All right. Let's go to do this. Shell behavior set to shake. Yeah. Timer start, on timer timeout. This, I think this could not be working or something. Or the default position. I don't know. Rigid body freeze. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's going on. So let's keep going. So now we use the fall. It's shaking. It is in false. Global position, default position. So default position.x. Okay. All right. So now we're checking. Something here is not okay, it seems. Oh no, that's okay. But still not. Okay, so it's an infinite loop. And that's not working. So also let's move along. So this shakes but does nothing. Yeah, because I need to change a couple of things. So let me check real quick. Yeah, the gravity scale should be on, and it should be freeze as a static. Okay, so for all of them, gravity scale is 1 and should be freeze as static. So let's check that again. Okay, now it's falling. All right. And everything is positioned correctly. So yeah, that's okay. I don't know if... No, that's not okay. Wait. You're not supposed to be here. Okay. So, this should be a... Okay, so now... The set alignment, I think, is wrong. So let me check the last version. So canvas, I think ordering should be -1. But I can do that by just selecting that. And the ordering should be -1. And I can do this and do that again, and shoo. Okay, now it's okay. And this is working already. Okay, all right. Perfect. And it's still working, so the bug is resolved. And still working correctly. Okay, and now we have the game more ordered. Okay, so yeah, well, the objective system is a bit wonky because we still have just a few items there. Yeah. Okay, so everything seems okay. If I do this, it removes that. So yeah, for now this is okay. If I do this, it will remove everything, but okay. So I did... So okay, let's finish that in here because I'm out of time, but I've more or less been able to do that. I need to resolve this, the shelf behavior, this thing here. So I could do this and use something like that, like shelf behavior dot equals to get children, get child, and use or find child. Find child of how it's called, shelf behavior, isn't it? Yeah. Shelf behavior. Shelf behavior. And that should do. Okay, so no more errors. Just the signals, but that's okay. Let's see if it's still working. So yeah, it's shaking, it's falling. Yeah. Okay, solved. All right, then that's it. Well, that's it for today. So please let me know if you like this format in my desktop instead of my tablet. So I think I will go back to the tablet just because I can make the visual components just directly on my tablet. But in the days where I just need my desktop, that I don't need a tablet, I think I will go to this format. Also tell me if the sound quality has improved in any way. I'm still just experimenting with some settings in Linux, so yeah. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have learned something today, as I do. And well, remember that you can play and also download the alpha demo for Desert Merge in resbalancstudio.itch.io. You have the link in this stream title, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you have the link in the description of this video. So let's see you next Wednesday. Bye bye.